Shalom, 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 shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahweh, man. Right? Now, I told y'all, and I've been saying it for those that do follow me on the Facebook and stuff, I said it. I said the camps are watching other brothers and sisters comment on a lot of my posts and letting them go out as crash dummies to get the breakdowns, which I don't mind. I don't care. It's whatever. Because we ain't got nothing to hide. The breakdowns are solid. But I'm about to give y'all a prime example of that. And Lord behold, you know, who happened to be an example of this was Sons of Thunder. Yup, SOT. Now, a brother basically seeing doctrinal points, looked at how, because what they do is this. A lot of things that I post down got answers for. Like if I post who's salvation for, everybody go comment, right? Now, if I post scriptures that they don't have preset positions for, that they camps haven't made breakdowns for, they can't comment. So all they can really do from the back burner is look. So these people are in camps. They do that. The people that's not in camps, since they learned it from YouTube, they think they believe in the doctrine, believe it's true. They're going to take any position they learn from Sakari, SOT, GMS, and battle it with anybody. So the camps let the people that's not in the camps battle the doctrine, and then the camps try to come in later to clean it up. For an example, Gary Allen, right? What does it say? I says Gary Allen is an example of One West YouTube watchers that regurgitates information but truly don't know the Bible. This is a fact. It says first One West camper to admit Paul was teaching Edomites, right? The brother thought if we ran to Obadiah, the writings in the book of Acts 24 and 24 was going to vanish or change. That's a fact. Okay. One West, we finally getting somewhere. Bring down all the unlearned brothers and sisters so they can learn something. Because One West falling off like a bad batch of heroin, man. And that's a fact. So Acts 24:24. Right. After certain days, when Felix with his wife Drusilla came, which was a Jewess, he sent for Paul and heard him concerning the faith in Christ. And as he reasoned of righteousness, temperance, and judgment to come, Felix trembled and answered, "Go thy way, for thy way for this time. When I have a covenant season, I will call for you." The question was, why would Paul tell him that? Gary Allen. Okay, Paul said Edomites can be saved, but do you believe that Obadiah will be fulfilled? Now, the brother asked me, do I believe Obadiah will be fulfilled, was a way to get out of what we were reading right here. See, because what the brother wants is an explanation of, well, why is the book of Obadiah at or say, according to what he's been taught, that all of the Edomites are going to be destroyed. So the brother clearly understand what we just read, but he can't reconcile in his mind why Paul is doing this. So now he has to ask me this question. And he get out of, okay, man. Hey, man, look, man. Okay, Paul said Edomites can be saved. But what about Obadiah? That's what he's doing, right? Let's visit the post. Let's see if we got some gems in the post, right? It's 56 comments, right? And these are, so look, first, no one is looking at your page but me, because you're tagging. And secondly, if I ask, do you believe that Obadiah will be fulfilled? Obviously, I'm saying it sarcastically. I don't really even know what he's trying to say right there. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. So I'm trying to get it. Let's see if we dealt back with the context. Let me see. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. No, I don't think if we got back to it. Let me see. Brother's dealing with Obadiah. Let me see. And I'm gonna get to why I'm going to the brother from Sons of Thunder, right? Let Let me see here. Now that the brother came back early today, it's crazy. All right, so cool. So brother's been falling. You know, I've been asking these questions. They even say Paul lied. So I asked the question, as I eradicate being used by the Father, one was pitiful doctrine. What exactly did Paul lie about? Give us a demonstration, book, chapter, and verse. Did he lie to deceive people or to gain people to the gospel? Anyways, I'm waiting. A lot of these camps use unlearned brothers and sisters to watch and receive the breakdowns I put out. All praises to the Most High. And that's a fact, man. What did Paul lie about? Are y'all telling us that Paul used guile? So if Paul used guile, what was the guile? Was it the faith of Jesus Christ and the commandments of God? Because that's the only thing Paul's ever talking about. So this is what we asked these one verse brothers. What was since they want to say he lied, right? Because if anybody go back to the last video I put out about the One West campers, right? They say he lied. That Paul lied. Paul lied. So what was the guile? What was Paul lying about? Because to suggest Paul lied is to suggest, okay, Paul's teaching the commandments of Jesus Christ and he's lying to the nations that they can be saved. Now you're going to have to hold a position that the nations are looking for the commandments and the faith of Jesus Christ. It's something pleasable to him. Paul knows this and he's teasing them with it, saying, yeah, you can get it too. Hey, you Edomite, you can get it too. The Edomites are looking for the faith of Jesus Christ and the commandments of God. That's what One West is saying. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just crazy, man. But anyways, we're gonna get to what's this? Yeah, another something they can't answer, right? But we're gonna get to Sons of Thunder, right? Right. So the brother from Sons of Thunder, right? This brother hit me up, man. The brother from Sons of Thunder hit me up, right? The brother had a question, man. He hit my own. I ain't know him from a can of paint. I think he was my friend on Facebook. After the dialogue we had on Facebook, in the DM, he fled, got out of there, ran, beep beep. Right? Let's see why. What did he say to you? That's what people will ask. What the brother had to say? Let's look. Look at what he says here. Right? Hold on. What's going on with this? Right? He said, what's good? What's going on, brother? I see you posting a lot about Paul wanting to save Edomites. Is that what your ministry consists of? Trying to save Esau? Just curious. No contention. Whose ministry would just to be about saving Esau? But okay, whatever. Let me see where we at. Let me see. No, not this one. Let me see. Oh, I should have had this in chronological order. No, I gave you my YouTube. He said, oh, your ministry is just for debating. My fault. I said, if I was you, I would take notes. I said, debate who? He said, you be outside or teaching your people to keep the commandments. I sent in the video and said, you lied. He said, I asked, but you made a definitive statement right here saying, oh, your ministry is for debating. My fault. That's what you said. Till I sent you the video. Then you changed your position. Try to say, oh, I'm asking. Right? I asked. Let me see where I'm at. I might just have to go to... Yeah, what I'm going to do is... Let me see. Here. All right, we'll just go to his page, right? Let's just go directly to the DMs. Boom. Right? Let's get right to it. Boom. right? I asked the question. I said, Shalom, right? He said, this is a question, but Paul knows salvation is only for Israel. Interesting. Look, what's the faith of Jesus? So I asked him a question. So he comes to my DM basically scoffing, trying to pick a fight. The thing is, he don't know who he dealing with. And I guarantee you, for real, he ain't even supposed to be talking to me. That's why he fled and ran and unblocked me unfriended me after this dialogue. You know what I mean? Because like, bro, what was your whole thing right here, right? But he wanted to just get a crack at Shabar, right? Because I'm obviously, and this was proof that I'm floating around in a community and in the back chats, right? Because why would somebody from SOT that I never even had a conversation with, don't know from a can of paint and how he's trying to make it look, never even been friends with on Facebook, be hitting my DM? Interesting. Look at what, so let's see what's happening here. Look, watch this. He said, but Paul knows salvation is only for Israel. I asked the question, what's the faith of Jesus Christ according to a book, chapter, and verse? He says, Galatians 2 talks about the faith in Jesus. What's your point? I said, I'm asking you what's the faith of Jesus according to a book, chapter, and verse, my brother. He says, keeping the commandments. John 14:15. I said, why is Paul teaching that to Edomites? Acts 24:24. And after certain days when Felix came with this wife Drusilla, which was a Jewess, he sent for Paul and heard him concerning the faith in Christ. Let's get this. Drusilla, right? The daughter of Agrippa, elder wife of Felix, the governor, right? Let's see if this brother changed his position. Let's see if SOT, Sons of Thunder, changed their entire doctrine, right? Or at least this brother. This brother's supposed to be an ambassador of SOT. So let's see if SOT changed their doctrine. He said, Christ says to teach all nations. Laugh out loud. That's easy. So let's see if that's true. So he's suggesting that he's actually in the SOT is actually teaching the other nations, which are non-Israelites, Jesus Christ and the faith of Jesus Christ, right? Which is the faith and the commandments of God. He's switching his position because I'm showing him a book, chapter, and verse that destroys his entire ideology, and he can't defend it. He don't have a breakdown. See, listen, One West, they don't have breakdowns for the actual true stance of the gospel that me and the brothers been bringing out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So he's yielding. And he don't have an answer, so he now has to agree. Let's see if this is genuine, though. Let's see if he's agreeing because he don't got a book, chapter, and verse. He's really not learned in the Bible, right? Let's see if that's why he's agreeing, or he's agreeing because he's really being genuine and they teach other nations. Let's see. He said, yeah, we do that too. I said the commandments. He said, yeah, they have to keep the commandments too in the kingdom. Why they serve Israel? I said, to all nations in the faith of Jesus Christ, to non-Israelites. He said, it's no lawlessness in the kingdoms. Yeah. He said, yeah. I said, I'm talking about right now. So I ain't talking about it in the kingdom. I clearly show y'all differentiation. I'm talking about right now. He says, what's the issue? Yes, brother. So I sent him this screenshot. Because he asked me what the issue was, but I'm like, you said what's going on. I see you posting a lot about Edomites, Paul saving Edomites. Not only that, brother, you just told me before we got down here, right? This is what you just said, right? This is what you just said. What did the brother say? Hold on, Salakia. Going on. Ministry, keep the commandments. What's your question? But Paul knows salvation is only for Israel. That's what the brother say right here, right? Paul knows salvation is only for Israel. Then the brother switches stance and says, Christ said, teach all nations. That's easy. I said the commandments. He said, yeah. I said to all nations, the faith of Jesus Christ, the non-Israelites. He said, ain't no lawlessness. There's no lawlessness going on. Yes. And I said, I'm talking about right now. The brother literally says from Sons of Thunder, what's the issue? Yes, brother. He said, if they'll be keeping the commandments in the kingdom while serving Israel, then why not tell them to start now? Laugh out loud. else they'll be destroyed in the kingdom. I said, okay, you got my YouTube shalom. So at this point, I'm like, okay, you obviously learning something. Obviously, you're progressing. Let's see what he says. Yeah, brother, you trolling, but you're not good at it. I asked, so this is called manipulation psychology. He noticed, he eradicated and set on principles his camp don't teach, right? In the attempt to deal with me, knowing he didn't have a breakdown, or he probably didn't know, but when we got into the question, he didn't have a breakdown, so he thought if he yielded to everything I said, he was doing something, which he didn't. All you did, brother, was became a punching bag and an example for the elect. We appreciate you. Thank you. Anyways, it says, I asked, why are you trying to save them? I never said heathens get salvation, but teaching the Edomite to keep the commandments isn't sin. They have to keep the new moon, etc., else will destroy them. This conversation went different than how you went. He says, this conversation went different how you thought. Laugh my ass off. You thought you was going to scoff and troll, but you gave an answer you couldn't challenge. Really flip the script. Brothers and sisters, this brother DM'd me. How is anybody scoffing about anything when this brother DM'd me? I don't know it from a can of paint, right? So this brother DMs me. He didn't flip the script. All this brother did was yield it to the fact that other nations could be saved. How do we know that? He says it right here. What again? They have to keep the commandments. I literally asked this brother, to all nations, the faith of Jesus Christ to non-Israelites. He said, yeah, it's not lawlessness. So he's yielding to the fact that other nations, that Paul's literally teaching non-Israelites, the faith of Jesus Christ and the commandments of God, literally all the requirements to get in the kingdom and the requirements of salvation. He agreed that Paul's doing this. He agreed that Paul's being a light to him, but in the same breath would say out of this, this is like he's using this for comfort to say, oh, you thought you was going to scoff. How did I think I was going to scoff when you're asking me a question, brother? He says, but I gave you a answer you couldn't challenge. Really flip the script. Yeah, I wouldn't challenge my position, right? That's what you did. You agreed to my position. So, brother, why would I challenge my position? All that truly happened was you came in the inbox, got obliterated, realized that you had no doctrinal points or any breakdown to stand on in comparisons to the scriptures that I gave you. You didn't have a breakdown for them. So by default, you literally had to yield to everything that I was saying and for no other reason. Then all you're doing right here is explaining how you allegedly you flipped the script. You're being emotional right here, just going into some explanation of things, right? And then he goes into Zechariah, and if the families of Egypt come not up, and they'll have no rain. Right. This is after the millennium reign, after 1,000 years. After 1,000 years, what's going to happen is the nations that are going to rebel, they're going to fall to Zechariah 14:8, because clearly they're going to rebel, and this is going to happen. That's when Zechariah 14:8 is going to happen, after 1,000 years. The brother sent me some stuff. Obviously, I think he was embarrassed about what he was saying and sent. He deleted what he said. You know, he even called me. I didn't have time to take the call. I called him back. He didn't answer. Whatever. But SOT don't really know what's going on, and these brothers aren't really being taught in SOT to defend the Bible. I'm not going to say to defend the Bible. What I'm going to say to defend the gospel, because they're not in the gospel. They're not in the Lord. This is why this brother came through like he wanted to know something. When I hit him with a book, chapter, and verse, he didn't have any book, chapter, and verse to deal with what I was talking about. He couldn't even defend his position, so he had to yield to everything I was saying by default, and got crushed. And then at the end, try to act like he did something, when all he did was just explain how he just essentially yielded to my position, right? So again, I told y'all these camps are watching our breakdowns, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. They watching, and they gonna continue to try to critique their positions. And the sad thing about it is, like, stuff like Acts 24 and 24, man, those things are these are easy things, right? These things, this isn't even the tip of the iceberg of the information we finna start bringing out, man, in the next 6 months, man. These are just things that we know y'all can't deal with and y'all got breakdowns on. We ain't even got to the book of the Galatians yet, man, right? We ain't even touched Galatians, right? We haven't even thoroughly really even went through the book of Acts. This is nothing, man. I'm going to tell y'all right now, One West is finished, man. Y'all done. Right now, at this point, it's just only a matter of time until y'all just wake up, or some of you, man, just fall off, man. It's just really that simple. But with that, I want to get all praises through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Shalom.